Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crazy D's Equipment. So like I said in the title, barn find. So the other day I got a phone call from a friend of mine, kind of a friend of mine who is a scrapper. He's doing a little farm cleanup up by Mountain Ridge, Kansas. He said, hey, he's a small-time guy and he doesn't really have very big equipment. He said, hey, I'm doing this farm cleanup up here and there's a tractor in the barn and they wanted to get rid of it. I need to have everything done and out of here by Thursday. Would you be interested in the tractor? I said, I'd be interested in the tractor. He said, well, here's the number of the lady, give her a call, et cetera, et cetera. So I gave the lady a call and I asked her, I said, yes, I'd be interested in the tractor. I said, what'd you want for it? She said, come get it. Come get it out of the barn. I want everything cleaned up. I don't really care. If you guys want it, just come get it. So I got Doc and I called Dad and I sent them on their way and they were able to run down there and pick it up. Now I did give Ethan, I gave him $150 as a finder fee, but I wasn't for sure what the tractor was. He had sent me a couple pictures. They were very poor pictures. I couldn't quite make it out. I thought it was what it ended up being, which is pretty cool. So what we got ourselves here is a Ford 6000 Commander, and I believe I'm saying that right. Now the majority of them were diesel and this one's propane. They built not that many gas, and I do not know how many propane of the gas tractors, let me rephrase that. I don't know how many of the gas tractors were propane. So it could be very, very few. When you flip through pictures of them on the internet, you don't see any propane tractors. So that could be a really rare tractor. I can't be for 100% for sure. The thing about the 6000 Commander, it's probably the best looking tractor that Ford ever made. I love the way they look, but it is kind of a black eye. It is a huge black eye on the Ford. The biggest problem with them is they have the Shifto-Speed transmission in them, which is an early version of hydrostatic shift like you would have in your John Deere's a little bit later from this one. But the transmission just wasn't heavy enough to handle the 54 horsepower motor that was in front of it, and especially in the diesels. And they would tear up the transmissions really bad. And then I believe there was some engine issues in the red. I think they had a motor that when these first came out, they were painted red, and they had a diesel engine they called the Red Tiger, Ford's Red Tiger engine. I just love the naming of stuff. And those had a habit, I believe, of snapping camshafts. And so they kind of recalled the tractors and they went to work and they got that problem solved. And then when they came back again, they had painted in blue instead of red and white. They went to blue and white. And then later on, towards the very end of these, they ended up being morely blue than they are any of the white. But I really know nothing about this tractor. You can kind of see in the background that the engine's been tore down and stuff. But me and Doc are going to roll this off the trailer. Let's do an examine. Let's see what I got for a basically free tractor. And what are me and Doc going to do with this thing? So let's get it figured out, guys. Come on. All right, Doc, we got it off the trailer. Let's do an inspection of it, see what we're gonna do with it. We'll start off with the most obvious thing. There's a lot of that missing.
Well,
we have them though.
We have all that stuff.
And then my curious question, and I noticed one of the screens when you were digging them out for me, it's cut. I don't know why he ran this hose from the reservoir up in here, across, out, past, and then back to the pump, instead of running it like it should go. Unless it was just a convenience of easy.
Or maybe there was some parts that
is there any pistons in the motor?
Yeah, all of them are in there. They're all there. I noticed there was a piston sleeve on the other side. I don't know.
So
the deal with that is.
So on this side of the tractor, we got this side shield and stuff. Yeah. Everything goes on the motor here. Yeah. Let's move around to the back side. So everything's complete back here. They did pull the pins out of the 3-point arms, but we can.
They're in the box.
They're in the box.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the box on this thing?
So just pop that little lever.
Oh.
Right there. There's like pins are in the box there, and
that's a nifty box.
I like the
farmer made tool. Look, it's all busted up here, so they welded it on, and then that's kind of funny. Good clevis. The seat's rusted out at the bottom. We'll have to see if we can't find another Ford seat like that.
Yeah.
But everything looks. I mean, we'll have to see. The other thing I was reading about these is the hydraulic system on these pressure's up to 1,500 pounds. And they said before you do any work on the hydraulic system to make sure you bleed the system off, because you can be severely injured. Because the idea was to be able to instantly lift equipment up and out of the ground with no delay, just boom, boom, so you could move you through the field faster. So that's something we might do. And then we move around to the other side over here. So that was left on here, and that looks to be the right size. So I bet that is the piston and sleeve that was in the tractor at one time. I wonder if they didn't change. Well, are you sure all the pistons are in those holes?
Yeah, I'll find them. You dig down in there, you find them.
Well, they're in there. Okay. So
I thought so too. There's your carburetor.
There's the carb for it. It's still there. The starter's on it.
Yeah.
So you said this is the only shield missing.
Which I'm in their way to see.
And then they've cut this for the.
They cut that a little wider, and I noticed they cut the.
Did they cut the
tin work just a little bit wider? I wonder if it wasn't rubbing in the corners or something. And
I don't know if they cut.
I was looking at least on the other side.
Yeah, here they did. I think they.
I guess they widened it a little bit because you can see the.
Okay, are we sure? We sure this thing's supposed to be a propane?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's. And then, did you ever find a serial tag on it so we can do?
Look, every Ford is right here.
Right there. Well,
it's a.
And is there a site like there is for John Deere or for John Deere, and I think International has it, where you can put the serial number in? Well, can you get the build cards for these?
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not 100% for sure either. If you can find the build cards on these, because that would be really interesting to find out exactly when, where, how, and all that comes along with it. And I know you can. I've got the build card a few times on some of my 930s and stuff. When the channel first started, 930 come home video, that 930, the guy had already got the build card for me, and it was really interested being able to follow up on some of the information on that. So, but over here, we got this real quick. So we got most of our missing parts. This screen has been pretty much messed up, so when we get it put back to right, we'll have to fix it. So head, manifold, it's not cracked or anything. Regulator, it's all here, and that is a Ford regulator. It is a Ford LP carburetor. So, but yeah. So we'll I don't know, guys. This will be interesting. It's not going to be something that's going to pop up and pardon me, guys, in the next couple videos, but it's going to be something I think me and the doc are going to have to do some research and figure some stuff out. And I don't think it's scrap. I think we saved another one from a sad fate. So, but anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in, and we will catch you later on this week.